Hi, y'all. It's your girl, Mystic Blue Queen here. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done an actual video. Been kind of busy between work and other things. Life going on with life. Uh, as always, I have my Pinkie Pie.
Hi. Oh, so you scroll
And
over me first
I got
and
my
then to him?
I got my T Money here with me. So, the newest update is that I went and did something.
She had a thing.
I went and got my septum pierced. And oh my god, it hurt like hell. But I've been wanting to do it for years. I finally took up the encouragement and I got it done. And I'm very glad that I did because I've gotten so many compliments saying that I look really, really good with it. And I won't change it for anything. It's like I always said, you gotta live your life. You can't let other people you have to take control. You can't let other people run your life for you. If you want to do something, you go out and you do what you want to do. Don't be here, oh, well, people aren't gonna like it. People, blah, 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 blah. My mom didn't like it. What's new? So, that's on her. She didn't have to like it. I have to like it. So, yeah, I did get it done. So, honestly, I love it. The fact that I did do it. Yeah, it hurts sometimes, but it's starting to feel a little bit better. I feel like I'm looking off the other direction, but that's the way my camera is. It's weird. I'm looking right at the camera, but my eyes are like pointing that way. So, like I said, I have my Pinkie Pie and my T Money here. We're doing family things. We're watching a video.
Video?
We're watching a movie. We're watching 5 Feet Apart. It's about cystic fibrosis. You guys don't really know this, but my little brother was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. And type 1 diabetic. He has been my life. He has been my world since I was little. Me and him have been the closest together. Growing up, we both had really bad health issues. We were in and out of the hospitals. I was born with a heart murmur, which is a hole in your heart. I'm missing one of the parachute valves in my I want to say it's the left aorta. I can't remember. But my heart beats an extra beat trying to keep up with pumping the blood like it's supposed to. I was also diagnosed with pancreatic deficiency when I was younger. And then I also was born with only one sinus cavity. So growing up, I always kept to myself because most of the time I spent my life in a hospital. The first year of my life, I was in the hospital for pneumonia. And I'm not gonna cry, but to be honest, that was one of the hardest times of my life because my little brother was this hits me hard.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay.
I never really thought this would hit me this hard. My little brother was holy crap. My little brother was just born and I was in the hospital. And I actually couldn't go home with my mom and my dad because I had really bad pneumonia and I was put into an oxygen tank and I couldn't be out in public because I was a 1-year-old and I had severe pneumonia. There was chances that I could have not made it. Living life like that makes you become a person that you are afraid of things. but at this time you fight for what you have, because living in a hospital for your whole life, you don't wind up making friends. You don't wind up being around close to people. The only people you're close to are the people that are telling you if they're going to be there tomorrow, and nurses and doctors. People that are going to come in and poke and prod you every 5 hours or 5 minutes, it feels like. And Ryan became my best friend when I was little because of the fact that we both dealt with it. We both went through the same thing. We both spent most of our lives in the hospital. We missed so much school growing up, from doctor's appointments to being in the hospital. Me and my little brother actually were in the same grade, even though I was supposed to be a grade higher than he was. Because of my health issues, I was held back a year in kindergarten. Yeah, it's really funny. How do you get held back in kindergarten? Literally, it's because of my health issues. And
heck, I got held back 2nd grade for my ADHD.
Ryan's always been there for me. Ryan's always been my backbone, and I've always been his. He's always fought my battles. He's always been there for me through everything. And once I was able to start my transition and actually get to be myself, I feel more able to be around people and be accepted by people. Unlike I was when I was littler, when I was in the hospital, I was always scared to get close to anybody because you never know. When you're a child like that, you never know if you're going to be able to make it to see tomorrow. As it is, when I was a baby, I had died 2 or 3 times on the operating table. That means my heart had physically stopped. I had an umbilical hernia. The anesthesia that they had me on stopped my heart more than once. That's the scariest thing you can even think of. So living a life like that, you eventually get to the point where you're used to having this sickness. You're used to fighting your battles. You're used to going to the hospital. But it's not something that you want for, that you're going for. When I was able to get the opportunity to go start my transition and be able to be myself, that opened my life to where I can finally stop being afraid of the world and stop being afraid of everybody and be able to stand my ground and fight for what I want and who I want, and not to be worried that one day I'm going to wind up losing it, because I know for a fact that the guys I have in my life right now, I'm not going to lose them. They are my life, they are my world, they are my everything. I just want to say thank you to my Team Money and my Pinkie Pie.
Wait, where am I?
Hospitals have VIP kitchens where they keep all the good stuff.
Because if it wasn't for these guys, well, and my fat lady, but he's at work right now. If it wasn't for these guys, honestly, I don't think I'd be who I am today. If it wasn't for Michael in the first place, accepting me for me, and tell me that it's okay for me to be transgender and for me to be the woman that I was meant to be, and that he still loves me no matter what, makes my days every day. The fact that I have an amazing man like that.
And if it weren't for this guy over here, I wouldn't be in the picture. Like, at all.
These guys are my life. They're my everything. And I look back at the times that I was in the hospital, and I wish that I had a family like this. Yeah, my family was always there for me. But I wish I had a family of my own that could have been standing right there by my side as I'm growing up, trying not to have the fear that I might not be surviving the next day. And one more subtle detail is that when I was growing up, I was told that I was going to have open heart surgery. That they were going to have to take a part of my butt cheek. I do believe is what it was. They were going to have to take a part of my butt cheek and put it in my heart, the muscle. So this way the hole in my heart would close up. Every year, I would go and see my heart specialist. Every year, I would fear the fact that I had to have this major surgery. And every year, my doctor would tell me, nope, I didn't gain enough weight this year, that I needed to come back next year. And hearing that, just having that fear that you can lose your life at any point in time is always the scariest. But now I look back at it, yeah, it would have been horrible. But at the same time, I didn't have it happen, but I get to spend the rest of my life with these guys. The guys that I love so much. The guys that make me want to get up every day and fight the battles that I fight. Fight with my mental illnesses that I have going on. Yeah? I'll be the first one to admit that I have some mental illnesses. I got some major problems. I suffer from chronic blackouts. And I suffer from chronic mood swings. And honestly, one of the ways that I deal with it is seeing that beautiful face. And seeing that beautiful face. And like I said, the other beautiful face happens to be at work right now. So you can't really see him. But having these guys in my life just shows that everything I've been through is really worth it. And that at the end of the day, it pays off. Because you get to have a family. You get to have a life like this.
It does.
Sorry for all the tears and the waterworks. But honestly, it felt amazing just to be able to get my story out there about it. After watching 5 Feet Apart, I feel much better that I did this. This is your girl, Mystic Blue Queen, signing out for now. With my Mystic Red.
What the?
T-Money. And my Pinkie Pie.
Aye.
What time is it, y'all?
It's morphin' time. Shift into turbo.
Peace out, y'all. It's your girl, Mystic Blue Queen here. Have a great night.